Hello and welcome to our today's Easy Project webinar. Today we'll be talking about HelpDesk. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anna Gunusi. I work in Easy Software as a business development manager, and I'm usually the first person you get in touch with on our chat. We would like to let you know that we have a question and answers feature that you can use should you have any questions during or after the webinar. And as we are streaming live on our Facebook, you can also comment on Facebook and we shall answer your questions either during the webinar or after the webinar. And always feel free to get in touch with us via email as well. So what we'll be talking about today? We will talk about HelpDesk, its use, some settings. We will also show you the dashboard for a HelpDesk manager, as well as the HelpDesk operator. We'll show you how to set up your HelpDesk as well. Should you wish to go a bit more in detail, just feel free to get in touch with us. And the colleague who will be doing the webinar, who will show us everything that I mentioned in HelpDesk, is my colleague Hedviga. She is our Deputy of Sales Director. And I would like to pass the word to her.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me share my screen. Okay, thank you very much, Anna. So today I'm going to show you my favorite plugin in Easy Project, which is HelpDesk. So how am I going to show it to you? I'm going to use our predefined dashboards, and I'm going to show it from the point of view of HelpDesk operator, HelpDesk manager, and also from the point of view of client. So let's keep the HelpDesk operator. And I just want to show you in this part that each user, some HelpDesk worker or operator, can set up his homepage. So first he can see all the incoming tickets in here. He can see his KPIs. So how many tickets he already closed and how many tickets he still have left to close, for example, this month or this week or this quarter. On the left side, you can see also some customized buttons. So from there, you can jump right to HelpDesk or to see your Kanban, or you can see your own time report. So this is up to you how you would like to set that up. I will move now to HelpDesk Manager, from where we will also go to see the HelpDesk dashboard. But before, we can see also that the HelpDesk or dashboard of the HelpDesk Manager has also some trends, so you can compare how many tickets you closed, for example, this period comparing to the previous period. You can see all the open tickets which are assigned to your team, or again, you can see the Kanban and support operations, so you can see what is happening in your team. So this is a simple dashboard, but from there, I'm going to move to HelpDesk dashboard. So this is the HelpDesk dashboard. Again, this is a simple dashboard which you can customize, to which you can add, for example, all new incoming tickets. You can see here also statistics of all incoming tickets and closed tickets. So you can compare in your team who is closing the most tickets, or what kind of tickets are coming to your Easy project. And also the part of operation is a quick assign of tickets. So for example, these are the new tickets which came to us. You can see here some SLA, but as we are in the demo, it doesn't work really well, but I'll show you how to set up SLA later on. So if I want to assign a ticket, let's say to Mary, I just drag and drop this task to Mary. Oh, sorry. So right to her action button. Now it is assigned to Mary. So I can assign the other one, let's say to Oscar. So we can see that the color of the task changed according to the assignee. These easy buttons you can set up in the part of easy buttons. I will show that to you the next webinar, I think in 1 month. I'll show you how you can set up these easy buttons and how you can use them. So now these tasks are assigned to people, and let's say that I am Mary and I want to open this ticket and work with it. So this is the ticket which came to us via email. This ticket was sent by this person, and the subject of his email was urgent delivery broken. What he wrote us to his email or in the email is here in the description of the task. So when client sends us an email, he sends it to a specific email address, which receives that email and sends it over to Easy Project, and it creates a ticket. This ticket has task type HelpDesk ticket. Email to is a specific field which is connected to this task type. So it reads email address of our client. We can see when it came, and then we can set up until when it has to be answered, what will be the priority. This priority can be set up according to the subject, or you can change it manually. And of course, status will be always new, and then I'll explain you how it works with statuses and mail templates. But in this case, let's say I am Mary and I want to answer to client. So I'll just update the ticket. And I can say I spend on this ticket 1 hour. And I can change also the attributes. Like for example, I will change this, that it is now on client to reply. I can change the percentage done. I can even close the task. And I can add some notes. For example, this was the problem and this is the fix. I can also add a file or a picture, which will be then sent to the client. Before I save my task, I can choose whether it will be private, the comment, or that I want to send it over to external email of my client. If you choose the private comment, or if you want to use this, it is used mostly when your clients can log in into your Easy project, and they can update their tickets. You don't want to probably share all the comments in the task. Probably there are some too technical details. So you can just hide these comments from your customer. So I'm going to save this task as it is. And as I click that I want to send it over to client's email, now I get to the page where I can set up the email. So first, this is going to be the subject of email, which will be sent to client. You can set up email templates, which will be connected with a specific status of the ticket. Here is the mail sender, so who's going to be the sender of an email. You can set up that it will be, for example, always the system. And this is the reply to. This is our HelpDesk mailbox. And here is our recipient. You can add also some recipients into copy, separated by comma. And here is our answer. In your profile, you can also set up your signature so you don't have to add anything else. Here is just our answer from the ticket. You can still add something if you want to. Add the picture for the client. Here in this attachment, we can see the email sent by client. So we can also send it to the client so he can see what he sent us before. And we can send the email to our client. Once we send the ticket or this email to our client, he will receive the answer to his mailbox. And if he's not happy with our answer, or he wants to add something else or send us another picture or something, he can just reply to email we sent to him, and the ticket will get reopened. And when the ticket gets reopened, we are notified via email that this ticket was changed or updated. So we can open the ticket. Status will be again new. And we can see that we have the reply from our client here in comments, and we can continue with the conversation with our client. So this conversation looks like this. You can see it in the ticket, and client can see it in the mailbox, and you can share also attachments. So this is HelpDesk from the point of view of HelpDesk worker. And I will get back to our HelpDesk dashboard, because yeah, here is the dashboard which you can set up statistics, so where you can see how you are performing with your support team. And on the right side here, we have the setup for HelpDesk. So I will start from the mailboxes, because in Easy Project, you can have as many mailboxes as you want to, but there has to be at least one. And when your clients want to contact you or create a ticket, they can simply send you an email. They don't have to be the users of your system. Then they don't have to be, they don't have to have your active account in your Easy Project. They'll just send an email to the specific mailbox. If you are still testing the HelpDesk and you are not on the production server yet, and you try to set up your own mailbox, then you can just click at execute, and it will receive all the created tickets via email. I will go further, because for mailboxes you just have to set up the mailbox. That's very easy, but I will go here to templates, because I showed you that you can predefine email templates. And they are connected with a specific project and a specific status. And how does it look like? So each template has a name, is connected with the mailbox and status. The one which is with status new is automatic. So when clients create a new task or a ticket, system receives it and it sends an automatic email, which you can set up in here. And there can be a text, hello client, thank you very much for your ticket or for reporting an issue. And with dynamic tokens, we can add there the ID of the ticket. So client will know what is the ID of his ticket. And if the issue is urgent, he can simply call us. And we can find ticket very quickly in our system and help to our client. So here is the mail body of the email template, where you can also add these dynamic tokens and your text. Again, you can create as many templates as you want to. And then when you are replying to your client from your ticket, you can choose which template you want to use from the drop-down list. Now let's move to projects. And I'll show you how you can set up the projects. We have two types of projects. The first one will be, let's say, the main project. And here you can choose with which project it is connected and which mailbox is used in this specific project. We had two mailboxes there, but the one is chosen here. When a new incoming ticket is created, it has the task type HelpDesk ticket, and you can also predefine the assignee. And you can also choose coworkers if you want to. So coworkers can be users or groups. You can also enable automatic ticket updating, which means that, for example, I sent an answer to client, and what if the client is not answering? I don't want to leave the ticket open forever, so I just set up that it will get closed after 5 days on client. Of course, if client is on vacation and he comes back after 10 days, he can still reopen the ticket just by sending an email. So you can create some similar setup. You can, well, This is connected with a specific project, HelpDesk. So we jump, or I skip this part, and I'll explain this part in the other project. Here is some mail settings for header and footer. It's a simple one, so how you can set it up your emails. And then here is the alert settings. So if you get HelpDesk plugin, alerts are automatically in your easy project already set up. So you don't have to do any setup. For your HelpDesk, it will be monitoring all the tickets which are overdue or to which you have connected SLA. So every morning you will get to your email report about all the open tickets. I will continue on the right side, because here we have this contractual HelpDesk monthly hours. It's a very easy application. Actually, you can agree with your client that every month you are going to spend 10 hours on their tickets. And you can choose after which period it will be aggregated and when it starts. And let's say in January you spend only 7 hours, in February you spend only 7 hours out of 10, and in March you again spend only 7 hours out of 10. Then it means that you spend with them 21 hours instead of 30. So for the next period, you can still see, or first you can still see the remaining hours, and for the next period, you can agree with your client if they are going to pay less, more, or the same value. And then another part is the SLA settings. It's the service level agreement where you can set up how fast you have to react on task and how fast you have to close the task and help your client. So you can set up as many SLAs as you need to. So how can we set it up is you just create a name of your SLA and you can choose a keyword for SLA. For example, here we can find urgent SLA. So if you use in your email in the subject the word urgent, the priority of newly created ticket will be urgent, and they will have 1 hour to respond. So it gets automatically calculated on your dashboard, and you will see how much time you have to respond. And hours to solve, it will be 3 hours. So within 3 hours, you have to close the ticket, otherwise it will be overdue. But there is a little help. You have to choose how it is connected or with which task type it is connected and when the time will be calculated. So for example, if you have working hours from 9 till 5 and the ticket comes at 6 p.m., then it will be calculated from 9 o'clock the next day. And if you have some public holidays, you can choose according to which calendar it is calculated. We have some predefined calendars, but still in administration, you can add some more calendars which you need to use. And here we have some more settings for SLA. So this is one type of project. I'll just a reminder that this is the project which is connected with a specific mailbox. The other project I wanted to show you is not connected with any mailbox, but your client can still send you an email to this predefined mailbox. But this client is special, let's say, and he is sending you an email from this email address or from this domain. And when he sends it from this domain to our predefined mailbox, his ticket will be created in this specific project, special client project. So like this, you can organize all the tickets in the system. So I think all the rest of of that was already explained, also with the aggregated hours in here. So I will go back to settings. So we have here some more help desk settings, like for example, who is the sender? So it can be always the current user, or we can use our mailbox. Here on the right side, you can choose when the SLA is calculated and when it is not. And you can also use some more attributes for sending your emails to your clients. And the last one is reports, where you can see all the incoming tickets for a specific period. So this was about settings of HelpDesk. And this is the settings when your client cannot log in into Easy Project, but he's just sending you emails to create a new ticket. But in case you want your clients to be able to log into Easy Project, you can set up their homepage. So I'll just go to login as a client. So let's say I'm a client now. I can create a new task from here, for example, but I can also hide this field. And I can be creating new tickets right from here. And you can set up that subject and description will be required via workflow. So client always has to write down what is happening. He can also add some attachment of the problem, and all the new tickets will be created in HelpDesk project, and he cannot change it. Well, actually, I could, but you can set it up that he cannot change it. Priority, you can choose the priority and change the status. And actually, when you can log in into the system, you can know what is the email address. But if you want to, you can also create a dashboard and let everyone to see this dashboard without possibility to log in, or and they can leave their email address in here, so they can log in as anonymous users, but they will have to leave their email address in here, and you can reply to them via email again. How to set it up? You can simply choose the module new task, show only selected fields, and you choose which fields will show up on the home page. For example, I chose the priority, but the client cannot change the priority, so via workflow it is just read-only field. So this is from the point of view of client, who can also see tasks which he already created, and you can also add to his dashboard tasks which were already closed, so he can keep track of all his tickets. So I think this is all. And if you have any questions about setup of your help desk, or how you can, or if there is something I didn't mention today, just use the Q&A section. So I don't see any questions, so I now ask Anna to continue.
Thank you, Hedvika. So just to sum up what we learned today, so Hedvika showed us what a dashboard of a help desk manager and an operator looks like. She showed us some basic settings for the help desk projects, for the help desk tickets, and for the mailboxes. So should you have any questions now, feel free to use the Q&A feature, or if you are on Facebook, just simply leave a comment for us, or if you can think of a question later, you can always get in touch with us later on our chat or just send us an email. So just to invite you to our upcoming webinars, these are the webinars that we have lined up for the next few weeks. So in 2 weeks' time, we will have a knowledge-based webinar. 2 weeks after that, we'll talk about magic buttons, which are the easy buttons that Hedvika mentioned when she was assigning tasks to particular HelpDesk operators. And at the beginning of summer, we'll talk about business intelligence. So you can register for these webinars on our website. So if you go to our training center on our website, you can register there. So thank you for your attention. I will activate our poll where you can tell us how, if you are happy with our webinar, and just feel free to send us any feedback later as well. So thank you for your time and good luck with your projects.